think it's not what I don't think. I mean, I'm probably a little bit more positive going into the derby myself, but I do think there's so many problems with Manchester United, and I don't think a lot of people really look at it beyond Man United fans, just how many problems there are due to the infrastructure there. But what I do want to talk about is, obviously I want to get calls from other people in. I'm wearing blue. I'm sure Chelsea fans are feeling blue. I do think that there is a bit of a story here. Obviously, as we look ahead towards the Manchester derby, but we look at Chelsea today, they are now on 12 points from 10 games. They're averaging 1.2 points per game. You get 3 points for a win. It's not even half of 3 points. They have spent £1 billion. They are absolutely toothless in front of goal. They have been toothless in front of goal for over a year. They are a good team up until the final third. And that you can see it. When Brentford scored today, was it 60, 70 minutes? Chelsea had no shots on goal, on target, in the whole of the second half at Stamford Bridge when they're chasing a 1-0 game. That team has got no confidence in it at all. How do you spend £1 billion and not buy a striker? And why is it that you get people like Jamie Carragher and Martin Keown on talkSPORT yesterday saying that Ten Hag's only got 3 games and he might face the sack? And I'm like, hold on a minute. You're based in London. There's a club in London that's doing absolutely dreadful and he's out of control. And you're talking about Erik Ten Hag and putting pressure on Ten Hag. And yet Erik Ten Hag, if he wins one of the next 2 games for Manchester United, he'll be the first player. He'll have the best record in Manchester United's entire history of getting to 50 wins quickest. Sir Alex, Sir Matt Busby, Jose Mourinho, he'll beat them all. And yet you've got people piling pressure onto Erik Ten Hag, who's had no defence for most of the season. He's got no left backs. He's got a midfielder coming in on loan on the last day of the transfer window. All the problems he's had with the likes of Anthony and Jadon Sancho and Mason Greenwood, I think cut him a bit of slack. I mean, we're not doing very, very well, but I think to pile this onto Ten Hag is very, very different. And ultimately, Pochettino needs a lot of time. But so does Ten Hag. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. I think he overachieved last season. And this season, there's a load of things that have gone wrong. And we need some stability. And we need this ownership change to happen ASAP. And maybe we do get beaten comfortably by Man City tomorrow. But it would only be a reflection of how far Man City are ahead of us. It's not like we're going into this and going, we're on a level playing field. Let's talk. We've got keep your calls coming in. 03717 22 3344. I'd really like to hear from some Chelsea fans because I want to ask the question: at what point is Pochettino under pressure? Because when Chelsea fans think he's under pressure, that's when he's under pressure. And this time last season, we had a lot of people calling in very, very early. Chelsea fans, Harry Potter. They could do with Harry Potter. Graham Potter is not the man. What about Pochettino? What's going wrong at Chelsea? I want to know what's going wrong at Chelsea. Why are Chelsea in the bottom half of the table? What's going wrong at Chelsea?